Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I am bringing you guys my Blu-ray Tuesday shopping guide and reviews for October 20th, 2020. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Remember, you can find affiliate links to purchase all these movies down in the description below. So a short speech here to give you guys, hopefully short before we start the video. I want to thank you guys, as always. Well, I don't always do it, but I always want to thank you guys for the support. I feel like the channel's been getting some traction lately, which is really cool. I'm actually on pace to have my best month as far as revenue sharing or whatever, but you know, it's not a big deal. I've never made that much money on YouTube, but it is nice to see like a growth or improvement or whatever. And October, I will most likely, unless something crazy happens, I will get a payment for the month of October, and you have to make $100 before you make a payment. So I'm pretty sure I'll make at least 100 or more, which is cool. I've never gotten paid for just 1 month. It's always at least 2 to 3 months, you know, to get to $100. So that's pretty cool. Definitely excited about that. Also, you guys have probably noticed, if you guys have noticed on my community tab, YouTube has opened memberships on my channel now. And it's an interesting idea, memberships. People can pay you a fee basically to support you, and then you're supposed to give something back. It's a little tough for me to give something back. I mean, I already give so much as far as videos, very time consuming, and it's hard for me to say, if you guys pay this amount, I'll give you something. Like, what can I even give you that's of value? Like, I don't want to make member only videos, you know, that doesn't make a lot of sense in my format. And so what I have been doing is making early access, a day or two early access to videos. And I don't feel like this is something that's probably worth money to you guys. Like, I feel like the member thing is, if you guys feel like you want to support the channel and the videos, and the only level I have right now is $1.99 a month, you know, and you guys felt like, well, you know, I'd like to give you $1.99 to help you produce these videos, then I feel like anything else is just bonus. So right now I'm offering early access on videos. You'll get badges, which right now are just the stock badges. Hopefully I'll be getting some custom badges made, and basically you get new badges that will be next to your name or whatever, depending on how many months you're subscribed. And then hopefully there'll be emojis eventually too. If you guys have any ideas for like perks that you think would be cool, let me know. I don't know if I want to make multiple levels, because it's like, I don't know, is stuff really, you know, do people want to pay even $2? I mean, people expect YouTube to be free, and I completely understand that. But I also think this is an interesting opportunity to try something a little bit different. So that spiel's over. Crazy week, crazy month, guys. What's the deal with October this year? I'm going to be reviewing almost all of this right now. Oh my gosh. I think I watched 11 movies and 2 seasons this week. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but let's get into it, guys. First up, we have The Haunting, and this one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $22.99, Target $24.99, and Walmart $27.21. Now, Paramount Pictures did send me over a copy, and this is part of the Paramount Presents line, and I did post an unboxing of this. If you'd like to check that out, just search for The Haunting on my channel. Now, I hadn't seen this one since it first came out on DVD. In fact, no, I don't think I have the DVD on this one, actually. So basically what happens is Liam Neeson, he's a psychiatrist or a doctor or something, and he wants to do this study on fear and like its effect on people. He tells the people they are participating in some sort of sleep study for people who have insomnia, but he really wants to find out about their fears. And so they go to this house, and the house ends up being haunted, and all this kind of really crazy stuff happens. Now, I always thought this one was kind of interesting. I went back and watched it. It's a little weird because the movie is pretty slow, not boring, but just not really much happens through most of the movie, and then towards the end, everything just happens real quick, and it gets real crazy real fast, and things get out of control. You know, great effects on this. They did a lot of really cool special effects, and I think they hold up really well. It looks really good. The acting is okay. It's not the greatest, and overall it's a decent movie for sure. I gave this one a 3 out of 5. I definitely liked it before. I like it now. It's just the pacing I think is a little off, but it's one to check out for sure. Next up is Spree. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Walmart $12.96, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $14.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $13.99. Walmart no listing. Now RLJE Films did send me over a copy of Spree for review, and it posted an unboxing of this. If you'd like to check that out, just search for Spree on my channel. That was a very interesting movie that I enjoyed quite a bit. It's about this guy who wants to be famous, or internet famous, or social media famous, or whatever, and he's not maybe a real likable guy. He's very strange and probably has some sort of mental disorder, but he's just really kind of weird, and he comes up with this idea that he's going to kill people on camera, and then people are going to enjoy it so much, he's going to become super famous, and he's going to be, just making money and happy, and everything's going to be going good for him. And so he has this idea. He's going to do this rideshare program called Spree. It's like Uber kind of thing. And he's going to have all these cameras all over the car, and he's going to live stream the whole thing, and he's just going to pick up passengers and kill them along the way. And it doesn't really work out too well for him because nobody really seems to care, and everybody thinks it's fake, and he can't convince them it's real. And then he meets this woman, and he kind of likes her. And it was a really interesting movie. I really enjoyed it. I love the main character, and I thought it was a really fun idea. I feel like they really kind of accomplished a lot without getting too intricate or making too much of an exaggerated production on it. It just looks really like this guy just kind of recorded it all with GoPros, and they did a really good job at just kind of recreating the feeling of somebody trying to just live stream their life. It was a fun movie, guys. I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is The Owners. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray. Walmart $12.96, Amazon and Target $14.59, Best Buy $14.99. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $9.96, Target $9.99, and Best Buy $13.99. Now RLJE Films did send me over a copy of The Owners for review, and of course I did post an unboxing of that. Just search for The Owners on my channel. Now this movie was about this group of kind of young adults. They go out to this house to rob this guy, and it's kind of like this girl's boyfriend and his friend, and they kind of get convinced by this out-of-town guy that they're going to go rob this old couple. They have insider information that they have a safe there that has a lot of money in it. So they go in and they can't find the safe, and the one guy, he's kind of wrecking the house. The other two are just they're kind of timid a little bit, but they want the money, or they need the money or whatever. So they're going to try to find the money, and they can't find it. And eventually they find a safe, and they can't get into it. So they decide to wait for the old couple to come back, and they're gonna try to get them to open the safe. And then this movie almost kind of feels like two movies, because you have the first half or so of the movie where it's like a home invasion, and they're trying to get the money, and they're just trying to wreck the house and steal whatever they can. And then you have the second half where it turns into this kind of creepy, maybe like a thriller vibe of like, what's in the safe? They won't open the safe. They gotta convince the old couple to open the safe, and there's kind of just all this crazy stuff going on. And it was an interesting movie for sure. I like this one, guys. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Next up is Nosferatu Season 2. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Walmart, $31.49. Best Buy and Target, $34.99. Also releasing on a DVD. Walmart $19.96, Amazon $27.99, Target $29.49, and Best Buy $29.99. Now RLGE Films did send me over a copy of Nosferatu Season 2 for review, and of course check for that unboxing by searching for Nosferatu on my channel. Now, full disclosure, guys, I did not see Season 1, and I would not recommend jumping into this show on Season 2. I did, and I feel like I have definitely lost out on a lot of stuff. So they don't really go through much rehashing of what happened in the first season. I don't even remember there being like what happened in Season 1 or anything like that. So there are a lot of things that I was just really lost about. But basically, there is this guy named Charlie Manx. I always thought Nosferatu was like some sort of vampire thing, so I'm not sure if he was a vampire. They don't, in the traditional sense, show him as a vampire, but he's kind of like some sort of immortal being of some sort. And so he's been killed in Season 1 by Vic McQueen. Now we pick up Season 2, and she doesn't believe he's dead. And of course, the horror mistake is always to go check and make sure they're dead later. And not necessarily because of her, but he ends up coming back to life, and he goes after her child. So basically the whole show is her trying to protect her child, while this guy, Charlie Manx, is trying to get him and take him to Christmas Land, I think is what they called it, where there's all these other children. And I wasn't sure if this is like a fantasy world or an alternate dimension. It's a little hard to describe. But overall, guys, I like the show. It was really well produced, really well acted, fun characters. To me, like I said, I missed out on a little bit, and it was a show I enjoyed. I didn't love it, but I definitely liked it, and I gave it a 3 out of 5. Next up is Cutthroat City. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray and DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy and Target $14.99. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Best Buy $14.99. And Target $16.59. Now, Well Go USA did send me over a copy of Cutthroat City for review, and of course I did post an unboxing. Just search for Cutthroat City on my channel. This one had a great cast, as you guys can probably see a lot of the names here. Shamik Moore, T.I. Demetrius Shipp Jr., Kat Graham, Wesley Snipes, Terrence Howard, Asa Gonzalez, and Ethan Hawke. So this movie was about a group of young men sometime after Katrina had hit New Orleans. I'm not sure if they got into the exact time frame afterwards, and they're all kind of trying to make it straight. They want to get out of the 5th Ward or the 9th Ward or whatever it was, and they say, you know, it's kind of like impoverished and it's not a lot of opportunities there, and so they're all trying to be like a musician and a artist, and they're trying to go straight, but they're like, you know, we really can't, there's no opportunities for us. So one of the family members is like the leader of this gang, or maybe not like the head guy, but you know, he's head of something. And so they go to him, and they end up getting sent to rob this casino. I didn't understand exactly what happens, but they're like set up, and they don't really get a lot of money. But the casino, to try to get more money in insurance or whatever, they say it's a lot of money, and they're like, you know, we didn't really get any money, and then we had to pay for this and this and this, so we have nothing left. And you know, the guy they went to, you know, he basically says they're stealing the money, and so then they're like kind of fighting, you know, and he's going to try to kill him, and they have to leave town and try to get the money and, you know, kind of square everything away. That was a really interesting movie. I definitely like the characters. I don't know that it was super original, other than that it was specific to New Orleans. And there's kind of like a lot of double crossing, and, you know, I think that's to be expected though. I like the movie though, guys. I thought it was fun, definitely enjoyable. I give this a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is The Great Season 1. This one's releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Target, $19.99. Best Buy, $22.99. Walmart, $23.45. Now, Paramount Home Entertainment did send me over a copy of The Great for review, and of course I posted an unboxing of that. Just search for The Great on my channel. Now, this show is about a young couple, and the exact word is kind of escaping me right now, and they said it so much in the show, but basically he's like the son of the king of Russia, or the ruler of Russia, or whatever, and they have an arranged marriage, and she comes and she thinks it's going to be like this fairy tale story, but he's not a very nice guy, and he doesn't really care about her, and he's not interested in her. He just wants her to have his baby, and she comes up with this idea that, well, she could kill him and she could become the ruler of Russia. It says it's a occasionally true story, so I'm assuming some of this is based on real events, but most of it's made up. I don't really know exactly the details of that, but it's definitely an interesting show. You know, there was some comedy, and you know, kind of this, I don't know. I didn't like the guy. I mean, I know he's meant to not be liked, but I don't know. I kind of found him just to be annoying, and I didn't really care for this character all that much. Overall, though, guys, the show was interesting. I don't feel like I got it quite as much into it as a lot of people. I think it's definitely worth a watch. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Next up is The Vanished. This one's releasing on a DVD and digital. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Target $12.99, and Best Buy $13.99. Paramount Home Entertainment did send me over a copy of The Vanished for review, and I post unboxing. Just search for The Vanished on my channel. Now, this is my surprise hit, gotta see it movie of the week. It doesn't have super high reviews, but I definitely enjoyed this one, guys. It's about this couple who they go camping for Thanksgiving, which was strange enough, but they go and they're in their camper with their daughter, and they the woman leaves. I think she goes to like, they have like this little store there, and she goes over there, I believe is what it was, and he's like getting the fishing gear ready, and then he sees there's a girl next door in a hot tub, and he gets a little distracted, and the daughter goes missing, and they can't find her, and there ends up being like this, the police get involved, and they're searching for her, and there's kind of some suspects, like the guy who runs the place, this kid who works at the place, an escaped prisoner, the people who are in the camper next door, and the parents just kind of go crazy, and they are like, they get obsessed and they go way too far. I don't want to ruin it, but I've never seen a movie quite like this, just in the way they did it. There's lots of shocking WTF moments. This movie's crazy. I definitely enjoyed it, and it has this great shock twisting ending, and I really enjoyed this movie, guys. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Love the acting, love the story, and I just feel like it was a new twist on a familiar genre. Next up is the Amityville Harvest. This one's releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Walmart $14.96, and Target $14.99. Now, Lionsgate did send me over a copy of the Amityville Harvest for review, and I post an unboxing of that. Just search for the Amityville Harvest on my channel. Now, this one, I don't know what it had to do with Amityville. I don't know if they mentioned they were in New Jersey, or they just wanted to use the name because people are familiar with the name. I don't know. I don't remember much of it being anything to do with Amityville. But this is a movie about this group of people who run some sort of news show or something. They don't really get into it too much. You just kind of got to go along, put the pieces together. But they want to interview the guy who runs this like mortuary place. And at the same time, they're also like, this one guy's doing like an investigation if there's like some sort of ghost or demons or something there, kind of like one of those ghost hunter type things. And so the guy comes in and they're talking to him, and they can't seem to get like his image on camera or the audio on the microphone, and they can't figure it out. They just keep trying over and over, and they don't ever be like, let me record 10 seconds and see what happens. They're like, oh my gosh, we lost 4 hours of footage. Like, after the first time, you gotta try to check, but basically they can never get it to work, which is a little confusing. I mean, I understand that maybe he's a vampire or whatever, you can't capture his image, but he says several times he just wants to tell his story. But if he already knows he can't be captured on recordings, then why is he even bothering? Like, why didn't he just decline? And I get confused in this one too, if it was like about a vampire, or there's like this like crazy doctor guy, or he's just like works for the vampire. At one point there's zombies, and people seem to be having hallucinations, and I just could not figure out what this movie was even exactly about. And like I say, a little confusing on the story, exactly what's going on. And it's very low quality, very amateur kind of movie. I gave this a 2.5 out of 5. You know, it's not horrible. It's not real good. You know, it just lays somewhere in the middle. If you're super into horror, check it out. Next up is Alone. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Walmart and Target $14.99. Amazon and Best Buy $16.99. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Target $12.99, and Best Buy $13.99. And Lionsgate did send over a copy of Alone for review, and I did post an unboxing. If you'd like to check that out, just search for Alone on my channel. Now, I was very surprised by this movie, guys. It is, you know, it's basically a zombie movie. They don't call them zombies, but basically there's some sort of outbreak, and the people kind of lose it and start killing each other. And I don't remember if they were eating each other necessarily, but they were killing each other, and then you would get infected and you would turn into one of them. So, I mean, it was pretty much a zombie kind of movie. Now, there's this guy, and he's stuck in his apartment, and he can't leave, and he's afraid to leave. And I was a little confused because he's there for like weeks and weeks. Like, I think at one point there are like 40 some days, and like you still hear people outside. It's like you'd think by then it would kind of calm down a little bit. Like there'd be less people getting chased by zombies, but also the zombies could kind of talk. So maybe it was more of that. Like the zombies were kind of aware that they were zombies, and they didn't necessarily want to be zombies. And so they were just like yelling all the time. And it made it a little confusing exactly if it was somebody trying to escape, and he didn't know what to do. Like he couldn't go outside because he knew they were out there. And after a while, he decides he's going to kill himself. And of course, right as he's about to kill himself, he sees there's a woman in the apartment across the street. And so they kind of, they make messages back and forth, and they kind of get to know each other. And to be honest, that would have been enough. Like, that was an interesting enough movie. Then there's a twist on top of all that. Donald Sutherland. I won't get into the twist, but very interesting movie. I definitely liked it. Definitely a probably a little bit different take on a zombie movie as far as the zombies and the story. It didn't make a lot of the same mistakes other zombie movies make, but definitely a very interesting movie, guys. Check this one out. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Welcome to the Circle, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $19.99, Walmart $29.95. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Best Buy, Target $13.99, Walmart $19.95. Now, I don't know if I'll be reviewing that one. I haven't received it. If I do, I'll review it for sure once I get it. Next up is Scare Package. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $14.99, Target $28.99, and Walmart $29.96. Also releasing on a DVD. Walmart $9.96. Amazon and Best Buy $10.99, and Target $13.99. Now, RLJE Films did send me over a copy of Scare Package for review. You can check out that unboxing by searching for Scare Package on my channel. And guys, this movie is one to check out for sure. Horror comedy anthology movie. So it has all these stories basically about pretty much every subgenre of horror movies, slasher, monster, you name it. I mean, there's so many in here. And they're very comedic in the way they're done. Now, the first half hour of this movie, guys, is amazing. Some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. The best horror comedy in the first half hour. I feel like it doesn't quite live up the rest, but it ends up kind of tying pretty much all of the short stories into one story. And it's a really fun movie. Like, I love this movie, guys. I can't recommend this one enough. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Like, it was really good. If the whole movie could have lived up to that first half hour or so, I probably would have gave this a little bit higher score. But guys, I love this one. It's the perfect time to watch it if you're having a little party. I know probably not, but definitely pick this one up. Next up, guys, is the Back to the Future trilogy. We're getting it for the first time on 4K. It will include 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target, and Walmart $42.99. Best Buy will have an exclusive Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital, for $64.99. It's also releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. I kind of question the Blu-ray because, I mean, it's been made available plenty of times on Blu-ray. So either you probably got it if you want it, and if you don't, and if you might want to just upgrade to the 4K. But the Blu-ray will be available Amazon and Walmart $29.96, Best Buy and Target $29.99, and then we'll also be releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $22.99, Walmart $23.45. So crazy story on this one, guys. I pre-ordered this thing months and months and months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, and I had put it on my Best Buy card. And I thought I paid for it already, but I think they did like a temporary charge. And then I bought my new TV on my Best Buy card, and now I don't have enough to cover Back to the Future. And I don't check the email I have a lot that's associated with the account. There's like 700 emails in there. Best Buy emails you a ton. Like, they email you all the time. And I hadn't realized that my payment wasn't going to be processed. And they ended up canceling my order. And I was just like so mad. I was like, ah. And of course, they were down for pre-order. And I kept checking. And then I was able to, on the app last night, pre-order a copy for shipping. And I was like, you couldn't do it on the website. It wouldn't work. So I was just like, I don't know if this is really going to get sent or not. And then this morning they're available for pre-order for in-store pickup. So I pre-ordered another one. So I don't know what I'll do with that second copy if it comes, but I should hopefully have an unboxing up tomorrow. I'm so excited, guys. Back to the Future trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies, one of my favorite movies. The first two I love, the second one I like, but definitely excited to check these out in 4K, have that great Steelbook version to share with you guys. Next up is Tremors, Shrieker Island. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Target $19.96, and Best Buy $19.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Best Buy and Target $14.99. Now, I did not receive a copy of Tremors, Shrieker Island for review. I was contacted to find out if I would be interested in reviewing it, even if I didn't get a physical copy. And so they sent me a digital code to watch online yesterday, but it wasn't redeemable until today. So probably next week I'll be reviewing that one. Next up is Amulet, releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $17.99, Walmart $9.96, Amazon and Best Buy $17.99, and Target $19.49. Now, Magnolia Home Entertainment did send me over a copy of Amulet for review. They posted an unboxing of this. Just search for Amulet on my channel. I had a little trouble just following the story in the beginning. From what I can understand, this guy, he needs a place to live, and he meets this woman. I don't know if they're necessarily at a church, but she's like kind of like a nun or something. And she tells him that she helps him find a place to live with this other woman, which seems a little strange that they're kind of putting together a man and a woman. They aren't romantically involved, but she is at home taking care of her mother, who's very sick and like on her deathbed, and she's just there taking care of her. And he's kind of like being a handyman and fixing up the house. And to be honest, guys, this goes on for, I don't know, an hour. Like, I was just like, okay, I don't know if anything's ever going to happen. And then the end, the last quarter or the last third or whatever of this movie, I mean, things get crazy. There's much more going on with this mother and a demon, and this guy is like in this really bad circumstance. And the last quarter of this movie is super interesting, and I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I just didn't care for the rest too much. I gave this one a 2 out of 5. Like, I just feel like the beginning of this is so slow, and it just wasn't for me. Next up is The Plot Against America, releasing on a DVD. I could not find a price anywhere. Amazon did have it listed the other day. I checked yesterday and they did not have it listed on there anymore. I'm sure it'll come back because it's a Warner Archive title. It's always really weird. Warner Brothers did send me over a copy for review. This was the only thing I didn't manage to get to this week, so I will be reviewing this one next week. But I did post an unboxing. You can just search for The Plot Against America on my channel. Next up is House of Shadows, releasing on a DVD. Amazon $9.99, Best Buy, Target, and Walmart, all no listing. I think I'm getting that one today, so I should hopefully have a review for you guys next week. The last thing we have, guys, is The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw, releasing on a Blu-ray at Epic Pictures for $19.99 and DVD $9.99. If you guys plan on picking anything up, love to hear what you guys are planning on picking up down below. If you guys have seen any of these, love to hear your guys' thoughts, what you guys thought of them. The ones I loved, did you love them? The ones I hated, did you hate? Or what were you guys' feelings? But I want to talk to you guys real quick about next week. Now, I know I said this month's been crazy. Next week's not so bad, but I need to catch up on a few things. So we'll probably have, like I said, Tremors, The Plot Against America. Friendsgiving is releasing next week, so I'll definitely be reviewing that one. Black Lightning Season 2. The Blu-ray is releasing. The DVD has already been available, but Warner Brothers sent me over the DVD version for some reason. And then Season 3 will also be available next week, so I should be reviewing those. Flintstones, the complete series. I did already post the unboxing of that, but the rest of these I have not opened. And then I have The Outpost Season 2, First Cow, and one other movie I can't think of. Hopefully round that out pretty good. But guys, I just want to thank you again so much for all the support. It means so much to me. All this is possible because you guys are watching the videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check the chess videos, and for more movie news, check my website, bobsmanreview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.